Hello, everybody. Laura back again. Oh, my clocks are not on equal time footing here. One says it's 7 and the other one says it's not. So give me a second. Oh, yes, it snowed where I live, so it's time to go with the winter horn. It's a little fuzzier and very sparkly. Give me a second. Da, 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 da. And I think that's all I have on my phone. Okay, so that's done. Hi, thanks for being here. Oh, Sue and Lynette, you guys were just waiting for that to pop up and pounced on it, didn't you? I don't quite have enough light. And that's a little too bright now. No, it needs a little more. It needs to be like over my computer here. I can't move it any further. I should be able to. It used to sit over there. Give me a second. Hmm. Oh, there it is. Okay, now let's see how this works. Fix it. Okay. Is that better? Because boy, that light is bright in my eyes. Is that better? Yeah, that's better. Maybe if I go down just a little bit. No, too low. I can't have it at an angle. I have to have it straight on. Whew, that's bright. Okay. So we were ready for you, but you weren't ready for us. Oh, okay. Uh, yeah, and I realized that somebody else hasn't been showing up, and I can't remember how I used to get in touch with her. So let there be light. Exactly. Bright light, bright light. It's too bright. I can't handle that. I already had a headache when I left work today, as it was. Are you going up, up the daisy, up the daisy? There she goes. Up the daisy. And she still didn't eat the fresh, as in wet food that I gave her, not fresh, wet, versus the kibble. Oh well, you know what? I can't control whether my cat eats the food I buy for her or not, right? Ha ha ha. And I had to throw away a bag of little pearl sized. That's not quite the right word, but little bits of kibble. They were almost little round balls, but they weren't quite. They were more of a short cylinder. She would need them, and I don't blame her because dang, those things were like almost black. I'm like, boy, they overcooked this batch. That was as far as I. She wouldn't eat it. Mixed it with some of the ones she liked. She'd just pick out cats will be cats. She'd just pick out the ones she liked, leave all the rest behind. So I threw the whole bag away finally. Uh, God, like a year after it happened, I threw it away. Uh, but yeah, cats will be cats, exactly. So, if I end up throwing all of this box of wet food away, one half at a time, I'm not sure I'm going to buy her anymore. And I know she's got bad teeth, so it's got to be hurting her to chew that kibble. Actually, she's been swallowing it, just grabbing it and swallowing it. Because yeah, when she got that hairball up last night, it was surrounded on both sides. Donated to the local pound. Well, it was, I don't even know how old. And it was not in its original bag anymore. And that was not me that did that. That was somebody else that did that. So yeah, I just threw it away. Uh, at that point, by that point, I wasn't driving anymore. I had nobody to take me to the, I had no way to get it there. And it was just like, you know what? She's not going to eat this no matter what I do with it, except maybe if I put real beef broth with it, maybe she would have eaten it if I'd softened it up that way. But nope, I'll never know. And I buy her favorite salmon and rice, and I don't remember what the other thing is this in there. And like I said, though, I don't think she's chewing that kibble anymore. I think she's just swallowing it whole. And those are pretty big chunks of kibble. So that's why I bought the soft food, was to, give her something else to eat besides just choking down those big chunks of kibble. So anyway, but yes, donated to the local pound. Yep. And that's a very good idea, but it's way too late for that bag of kibble because the bag, like I said, the bag was long gone. It was not even, it was just in a plastic bag with a Ziploc on it. And the bag got a hole in it, and I was finding them all over the floor in the closet. And I was just like, okay, you know what? I'm not even going to sort out the stuff that she likes. It's like 2 years old at this point in this plastic bag. I just tossed it. Okay. But yes, you're right. Local pound would have been a great idea a long time ago. And if it ever happens again, I have somebody who could help me with getting that taken down there. But that's now. That wasn't then. So my girlfriend uh, would help me out there. So anyway, I have, let's see, I haven't worked on my tank top because I got to the point where I needed to know exactly what I was doing, so I couldn't do it on the bus anymore. I need to actually take it out of my bag. So it'd be easier because my bag's getting too full anyway, again. So it'd be easier on me. Plus I have to carry that thing. Well, I put it on my walker, but I have to carry it around for 5 seconds in the bus, so I can sit down and crochet. Oh, so that's why I'm working on this the other thing. That hurt my elbow. Okay, I'm making another cocoon cardigan, and this is the front side. He's so pretty. He's so pretty. Blues and greens. There's two blues and two greens. Now one blue is almost purple. I guess there's three greens. There's a light blue, a indigo that's just almost purple, and then the dark green, the medium green, and the light green. So that's why I'm working on this. I need to pull the other one out. Oh, I think I just put this on top of it. There it is. I just got caught. There we go. Okay, so I need to pull this one out. There's that. There's that. I had 4 of those. Ouch! There's that. I need to spend some time with it and get it figured out. Okay. So now this one can go back in here. Ow! I'm going to have to add another one of these. Okay. All right. So now this is ready. Okay. So this is ready to go to work with me. It barely got above freezing today. It didn't get above freezing today in my neck of the woods. I think it made it to 31 today. A Mary Poppins bag. Sort of. I've had it long enough. Well, what feels like I've had it long enough. Okay. All right. So where was I? Whoopsie. Whoopsie. Something's not right. Something's all twisted around here. There we go. I still have squash growing. Yeah. Yep. I believe that because uh, it's been really nice in northern Arizona. And I can't tell you exactly how far across the state because I don't know. I haven't looked it up. But so, yeah, that's not where I'm at. But I can't go into anything more than that. So, uh-oh. Lynette, can you keep that poison because I'm allergic to that fruit? Yeah. Yes, she is. Oh no, I've got another. Yep, right there. Okay. And I've got a hair stuck in my crocheting. Well, I got most of it anyway. Ah, okay, I'll just go back to the beginning of that stitch. Maybe that extra hair will fall out. Okay. Well, I won't ask her what kind of squash she's got growing. So yeah, it is very cold here. Yep. But we're supposed to be, I think, 58 tomorrow. So that didn't look right. And I'm hot because I didn't take the time to take my long johns off when I came home. I was so tired. I just wanted to sit in my chair, think about what I wanted to eat for dinner, and take care of my mail, which is what I did. I've had to take a walk. I don't know if it were critters or neighbors. I'm sorry. Either way, I finally got to have uh, pansies. I've always loved pansies. I finally got to have pansies and my own irises out in Washington. And the rabbits would come around and chew all the flowers off my pansies. Not guilty of that offense. The rabbits would come and eat all my pansy flowers. So I put a little fence around them. Didn't matter. You know, one of those little fences. I'm sorry, Sue. That is my favorite. And they would still, oh, whoops, they would still come eat the flowers. There we go. But only the ones that they could reach through the fence. Darn little buggers. But on the other side of the house, I had, I had, shoot, there we go. There we go. I got it. I had irises. Well, I did not buy the bearded irises. I didn't realize the difference at the time. My rose still has buds on it. Yep. Oh, yeah. We had lilac bushes that had flowers on them a week ago. Of course, now they're dead. But I have tomatoes, strawberries, and zucchinis all come up missing. I didn't get any strawberries. You didn't get any of them? Wow. Definitely not my favorite. And I finally had a lilac bush too. But I got purple irises, but they weren't the bearded ones, which is the ones I had grown up with. Uh, so I didn't quite get the right ones, but that's all right. But we had a problem with the hot water heater and all sorts of issues that I'm not going to get into. Anyway, my irises got dug up. I just let them dry out. I threw them away. I never bothered to replant them. We ended up moving less than 6 months later. But the pansies, I just got fed up with it, so I didn't bother it with the rabbits, even with the little fence still eating my pansies. So I let them finish. I took the fence down. I let them finish what they wanted to eat of my pansies, and I never planted anything else there because that was the same year. I was fed up with it. Can't do zucchini either. Yes, Sue, you're allergic to squash varieties, which includes watermelon. I remember. So, uh, I'm working hard on trying to find a job. I'm doing deep dives and applying occasionally when I find one that I think fits fits what I want to do, fits what I know, fits it's just fits. We'll just say that it just fits. And so I've been doing that. Uh, so that's been along with what I have to do for my training job. That's what I've been working on. And yeah, just that's the way it is. I found a heart-shaped freckle on the back of my right hand. Did I do that right? Yes, I did. Okay. So yeah, but I do crochet every morning on the bus and every evening on the bus, and I do what I can. Ow. I do what I can for looking for a job and applying, and I've got a couple of things I need to get finished. This one and uh, scarf. Oh no, not again. All right, I'm going to I'm going to beat this yarn if it bullies me again. Okay. Pull that down. I made the other one bigger than this one. Oh well. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Do people ask what you are knitting? Occasionally. Some of the drivers and other passengers have seen me and know that it's crocheting that I'm doing because I told them I'm not knitting, I'm crocheting. Yeah, but some places in the world it is all called knitting, and that's just the way it is. It's just several different ways of knitting. But I'm happy. I'm just tired. Sometimes I have a headache, like right now. Like I've had it since I didn't even realize I had it when I was working. But as soon as just before I got off, actually, I was like, what in the world is going on in my head? Like, I have a headache. Because if I was knitting in public, they would ask what I was crocheting. Yep. A lot of people don't know the difference. They're obviously not crafting with yarn, or at least not the way we do, knitting and crocheting. I have my own scarf I want to do too. I got to get this scarf done, this kid scarf done for my friend. And then I've got my scarf and I've got that blanket I need to get finished. Ah, stop doing that. So, um, I got a picture. So well, I have a couple of pictures now for the 2 or 3 for the tools of the trade. And it's not quite what I meant about one picture. And but that's okay. I'll just go with it anyway. Oops, get in there. Oh, can we? Yeah, it's trying to tell me it has a knot too. It's not naughty. You're not naughty now. Stop having a knot. Okay. I meant one tool in one picture, but because of the way you did it, I'm going to use it anyway. Tools of the trade. So I'll go ahead and hopefully I'll get some pictures from somebody else. I'll add my own. Oh no, it's a yarn fight. Hi, Suzanne. Oh, well, don't worry about it. I mean, not to point fingers or anything, but Sue did the same thing. That's why I said I'd just go with it. Oh no, it's a yarn fight. Hi, Suzanne. Thank you for being here. Just talking about my day and how I try to make sure that I get to crochet on my bus rides because that's pretty much the only time I have, unless I take a little time on my lunch break. And sometimes I have to make phone calls, so those end up being on my lunch break instead of fun things like crocheting in the lunchroom. I mean, the break room with the food. Excuse me. So I have some new videos coming. They're in my head at the moment, but as soon as I can get around to getting them done, I will get them uploaded. I'm going to try and upload one a week so that there's more than just the live. So hopefully me can, I can uh, get my watch hours up. I am almost to 750 people. So look for a giveaway there because I did say a long time ago that when I hit 750, I would do uh, my microwave died. Oh no! First snowstorm of the season here. Anybody else seen any snow yet this season? Yep, we had our first snow on Saturday. In that case, it wasn't our understanding. It was your explanation. Yeah, you're right. You're right. It was me. You're right. Yep. Although, yeah, well, that doesn't quite work, but yeah, you're right. I can't go into the rest of it. So, but anyway, yeah, you're right. It was my explanation. Uh, I meant one tool per picture. Although, like I said, the way you did yours is fine. I'm going to use it. Snow, that's a four-letter word, swear word. Yeah, yeah. Yep, Venus is up there. She's right here in her basket. Oh, I can't do that. Hey, Vivi. Hey, Vivi. Never mind. Yeah, that's the fake cat. That's my Halloween cat. Scary Halloween cat behind behind my Pink and purple unicorns. Oh, next time she's on the floor, I should do that. I just don't want her to hurt the walking unicorn. I don't even know if its batteries are any good. It rarely snows where that's true. It does rarely snow where you live. I'm sorry that your microwave is dead. Can't find my, oh, there it is. Venus moved. That is how I saw her. Oh, okay. I can tell that she's up there because I can see her fur when I turn. I can see the lump in the middle and I can see her fur. That and I know because I watched her just climb up at the beginning of the live. She climbed up there and settled down for her nap because I sort of took her chair. She sleeps in the office chair that I sit in for the videos, so or for the lives, I should say, and for the videos, depending on the situation. But yeah, I've got some videos in mind, and I'm gonna see about getting those accomplished. I hope I can get a replacement on Cyber Monday. Yeah, Black Friday until that day, and then after that it's the weekend, and then Monday. Uh-huh. Makes a lot of sense, right? I'm not going there, and I'm not doing that, and haven't for several years. Just wasn't worth it anymore. I had stuff in my cart, and somebody walked up and took about half of the stuff that was in my cart. And I looked at my husband, now he's now my ex. I looked at him and I said, "Well, that wasn't very nice." And he says, "Guess they needed it worse than we did." So we just kept on. We went back to see if we could find anything more. Uh, but it was all gone. But the thing we had picked up was all gone by then. But we just kept going around the store, seeing what else there was that we might want. The sales related to Black Friday start really early. Start watching prices now. Black Friday, Cyber Monday isn't always the cheapest. That's right. That's what I was basically getting at. But yeah, that's pretty much. I think we did it one more time after that, and we just was like, nope, we're done. Honey and I would just sit and watch the mayhem. But I get paid on Cyber Monday. Yep, yep. I'm waiting for stuff to show up. I ordered from Amazon. It'll probably get here by the end of the week. I've got, I don't know if you can see them. Nope, the light's too strong. I've got splits in my knuckles and they're both bleeding. Makes it really hard to have the yarn go across them sometimes. So I have to take a little break. And excuse me. Money. Can't shop without it. Still helps to watch prices as some companies engage in mark it up, mark it back down to regular price type pricing games. Oh yes, I know. I know. Uh no, this was most of the stuff that I've been watching for a few months now. That it's past time to get it kind of thing. So I just went ahead and did it. I just went ahead and did it. So I think I'm just about ready. I've got a couple things I got to get finished first, but I'm just about ready to finish my duvet cover. Uh, I was having a hard time with the edges because I had folded the material over from the other side and it was all wonky, and so I had to lay it out on my bed inside out, lay it out on my bed, and then carefully make sure it was as flat as possible and that the edges were as good as I could do them. I did that with my dishes I just bought. Oh yes, good. Um, and then I folded it, then folded it, and then uh, hopefully that solved my problem that I was having. And I've just let it sit there folded for a while. So now I need to get back to that and get that finished. It's all but done anyway. But I need to get the scarf finished, the scarf done, and I need to get the blanket finished, and I need to get my scarf done, and I'm working on this. I've got too many things going to all together at the same time again, and I got to get caught up. That's why this thing, the summer shirt. I should just leave these on the floor, but I need to toss them on the other side so they can go in the trash. You got the Mikasa trellis pattern? Okay, good. Mikasa. I'm not even sure if I'm saying it right. That's the same brand as the China that that the ex and I had. So, oops. I'll try that again. Until when I get to the end of this yarn, it just gets weird. When I'm almost to the middle of the ball, it gets really fuzzy, and it makes it easy to catch the yarn wrong. Mm, I watched the prices. I watched the price like a hawk and got for the cheapest one. My dishes are Dixie. I still have my Corel, purple iris pattern. Started collecting those before the marriage. We were living together at the time, but still, it was before the marriage, before the wedding. Oh, I'm getting sleepy here. My poor book, because it's been going around in my bag. Well, it was either that or break the spine to make copies of it. That didn't sound like the right idea either. I think I know what I'm going to do, but uh, the corners are getting bent. Yep, that's what I want to do. No washing dishes then. That's true too, huh? I wish I didn't have to wash dishes. Why my skin gets all, well, the eczema um, leaves dry patches. My typing is terrible tonight. Your typing is fine. Uh, so then I get the dry patches, and then when the dry patches are on knuckles where they bend, right? Then before you know it, that dry patch ends up with a split in it, or a crack, as some people call them. I had this one healed, all but this teeny tiny little piece. Now it's bigger than it was before I had the band-aid on it. Put the band-aid on it the other day. Oh well, just got to put lotion on my skin when I go to bed. Oh, Okay, I can't think of much more to say, but I've got ideas for videos and I'll get them out, like I said, as soon as I can get around to getting them done and then ready to be put up. And I will release one a week is my hope. Um, and if I skip a week, I skip a week. You know, I can only do so much right now. Uh, but, you know, I'm going to try and see if I can breathe a little life back into my channel. But I do appreciate everybody that stuck with me and the new people that have found me. I bought a set of nonstick cookware last year. So easy to clean. Sometimes it just wipes out. Yep, I hear that. Yeah, so I just want to thank everybody that's helped me personally and helped my channel. You're all special to me, each and every one of you. I'm gonna call it quits because I gotta go to bed pretty soon anyway. So I want to get a couple more things done before I go to bed. So thank you all. Don't forget I love you. Hugs, kisses. Have a great week. I'll see you next Monday, and we're gonna keep it on Monday for a while anyway. I don't know. We'll see. Things might change, but stick with me. Just watch for it, and you'll know for sure. And if I know for sure, I'll try to put it in um, what's that thing called? The community tab. That's what it's called. Okay, bye. I don't know what I just did.